Hello again. Let's have another story with NanNan. This one is called The Great Big Enormous Turnip, with pictures by Helen Oxenbury and the story by Alexei Tolstoy. There we are. The Great Big Enormous Turnip. There it is. There's the big turnip and there's people sitting on it. A turnip is a vegetable. The Great Big Enormous Turnip. Once upon a time, an old man planted a little turnip and said, "Grow, grow, little turnip, grow sweet. Grow, grow, little turnip, grow strong." And there's a picture of the old man planting the turnip. He's got a long beard, this man. He's got great big Wellington boots on because he's doing the garden. And the turnip grew up sweet and strong and big and enormous. Then one day the old man went to pull it up. He pulled and pulled again, but he could not pull it up. There, you can see is the picture of the old man trying to pull the turnip up out of his garden. It's enormous. It really is big. It's bigger than the man. He called the old woman. That must be his wife. There he is, look. Shouting through the window. He's probably saying, "Come and give us a hand." I expect that's what he's saying. We'll have to see. But there she is. Look, she's inside. She's seeing her bird, a bird in a cage. Look at the little cat looking up at the bird. He looks cheeky, doesn't he? So the old woman pulled the old man, and the old man pulled the turnip. And they pulled and pulled again, but they could not pull it up. So look, the old woman is pulling on the old man, and the old man is pulling on the turnip. But even so, they couldn't pull it up out the ground. So the old woman called her granddaughter. There's the granddaughter. She's sitting in a tree. Look like she's reading a book. She's a pretty girl with lots of lovely long black hair. Look, and a purple ribbon in her hair. She's sitting in a tree. But they obviously need more help. So the granddaughter pulled the old woman, and the old woman pulled the old man, and the old man pulled the turnip. And they pulled and pulled again, but they could not pull it up. There they all are, look, pulling. The granddaughter pulling the old woman pulling the old man, and the old man pulling the turnip. But they still couldn't pull it up. The granddaughter called the black dog. Oh wow, what a lovely black dog. He's sitting very comfortably in the chair, but they think he can help. So the black dog pulled the granddaughter. The granddaughter pulled the old woman, and the old woman pulled the old man, and the old man pulled the turnip. And they pulled and pulled again, but they could not pull it up. There they all are, look, in a long line. The dog pulling the granddaughter pulling the old woman pulling the old man pulling the turnip. And they still couldn't pull it up. The black dog called the cat. There's a beautiful looking fluffy cat. Mind you, he doesn't look very happy at being called, does he? Perhaps he's having a little nap. The cat pulled the dog. The dog pulled the granddaughter. The granddaughter pulled the old woman, and the old woman pulled the old man. The old man pulled the turnip, and they pulled and pulled again, but they still could not pull it up. Look at them all in a long line. The cat, the dog, the granddaughter, the old woman and the old man, and they still couldn't pull it up. The cat called the mouse. There's the mouse, the cat, looking through the mouse hole and saying, "Mouse, come and help us." Do you think the mouse will really make any difference? The mouse pulled the cat pulled the dog pulled the granddaughter pulled the old woman, and the old woman pulled the old man, and the old man pulled the turnip. There, look at that great long line of people. The mouse, the cat, the dog, the granddaughter, the old woman, and the old man. They all pulled together. They pulled and pulled again, and up came the turnip at last. Look, there it is. It came out of the ground, and everybody fell in a jumble on the floor because they pulled it up. So it just shows you, doesn't it? Even though you may be the smallest thing, like the mouse was, that little bit of extra help pulled up the turnip. And they're all sitting at the table. I expect they're thinking about how they're going to cut it up and all have some for their tea. Many hands make light work. That's a saying. And that means if you get lots of people to help you, the job isn't so big. So if you all pull together and you all help each other, it makes the jobs go much easier. We must remember that, mustn't we? Many hands make light work. And that's how they pulled up the great, big, enormous turnip. That was a nice story too, wasn't it? Bye for now.